Good morning. So a bit more of a bird's eye view this morning. Perhaps you can see my bald spot a little bit better. In any case, we're looking at algebra today for the first time. We're just going to start briefly with a simple video on algebra, and we'll take it from there. We'll kick it up a notch on the next video. So here, I wanted to start at the very beginning. This is a kind of question that you probably might have gotten in grade 1, maybe grade 2 or grade 3, early elementary. So it's using blanks, right? Blank plus 7 equals 12. And this is, in fact, that's algebra. Algebra really is just looking for an unknown value in an equation. And anything with an equal sign is an equation, right? So this is algebra. And looking at this question, I think that you can see right off the top, right, that, well, something plus 7 equals 12, right? Something plus 7 equals 12. And what is that number? Well, you can see, if you were here, you tell me, it's 5. 3 plus something equals 15. 3 plus some number equals 15. You're right, it's 12. Okay, so those are correct answers. And in fact, if you did that on an assignment, if you just knew the answer, if you did that on a test anyway, in a quiz, that would be fine. I'm going to be asking you to show some work, as usual, in order to get these done. So I wanted to represent these more as algebra so that you can see that they really are the same type of question. So you have x plus 7 equals 12. And so what I'd like you to consider doing is thinking about this as a balanced scale, right? You know, a balanced scale, okay? So basically, what you have here is that this side here is literally equal to that side there, right? X plus 7 is identical to, it's equal to 12. They mean the same thing. This is 12. Basically, this is 12 equals 12. That's what we said there. 12 equals 12. Yay, how exciting. But what we're looking for is we're looking for how much is this part of 12 equal to, right? What's that portion of 12 equal to? So, and this question is relatively easy, but some of them are harder, so we want to process for getting there. The first step is to isolate x. You want to get x all by itself, right? We want to isolate x. So in the case of this guy here, to isolate x here, we need to get x by itself. Who has to go? Who needs to get to the other side of that equal sign? Well, x wants to be alone, which means that the 7 has to vamoose, right? And in order to vamoose that 7, currently it's a plus 7. And so to get rid of a plus 7, you have to do the inverse, the opposite. You have to do the inverse of adding 7. What's the inverse of adding 7? Well, subtracting 7. Okay? Now, if you take away 7 apples from one side of that balance scale, right? Suddenly, blink, that side's going to get much lighter, right? It's no longer equal. So in order to keep it balanced, you need to also subtract 7 from the other side of the balance scale, right? So you have to subtract 7 from both sides, okay? 7 minus 7 is 0. So when I rewrite this, I end up with x being equal to, because that's 0, right? 12 minus 7. That's just rewriting what I have, 12 minus 7. The last step is to calculate. And 12 minus 7 is, of course, 5. Okay, and that's what we knew it to be over there as well. The same thing's going to happen here. We want to isolate y. We want to get y by itself, right? How do I get y by itself? Well, we have to get rid of the 3. Now, this guy is a positive 3, right? You're taking that positive 3. You want to get rid of a positive 3. How do you get rid of a positive 3? Well, you have to subtract 3 from both sides. And that's the way I represent it. I just put that subtract 3 just above and to the right. And then I put it above and to the right over there. Okay? So 3 minus 3, of course, is 0. So I can cancel that out, right? And then when I rewrite this, I get y is equal to 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3, we can now calculate, is equal to 12. So really, what we're doing is we're just doing one step of algebra, right, in order to isolate our blank, our letter, and that gives us the value of that letter. That tells us what x or y is, right? So this is algebra, the first steps into algebra. We will play more with this in our next video, okay? Thank you very much.